Now we'll do exercises that are more about just breathing and matching your breathing with simple movements of the arms. And some of these come from a system called 8 Pieces of Brocade, very old. There's many, many interpretations, so this is one interpretation of this. And we'll begin with the hands here along the border of the ribs where your diaphragm is, and the movement is moving the hands down and up. And as your hands go down, you inhale, and as your hands come up, you exhale. So I always think of it, it's like the diaphragm. The diaphragm is moving down as I inhale, and up as I exhale. So there's a movement of the belly getting a little bigger as you inhale, and pulling it in slightly as you exhale. So the breathing exercises are a bit more like meditation, where you try to clear your mind and just follow the movement and follow your breath. So the next one is where there's a special flick of the wrist. So I think we can just begin to do it together. You begin with inhaling, and then your breathing will be organized by the movement, so you don't have to think about it too much. But do think about breathing into the dantian. So inhale, exhale, and then let your breathing just organize. Push through the palms, the heels of the hands, push through the heels of the hands, the shoulders are down, drop the wrist, and then as you bring the arms in, you turn from the shoulders, bring the palms not to touch, but close to the chest, and then follow the middle line down. And that's 1. Inhale. And then watch how your weight goes on your feet, so that you don't let the weight go to the back of your feet, but that the weight stays balanced and even. You control where you're at. Push through the heels of your hands. Twist from the shoulders. 2. Keep the weight on your feet. Don't let it go back to the heels when you start extending your back. Keep your back long, the curves natural. I'll call that 8. So you may observe that when I'm doing it, sometimes my body is shaking a little bit, and that is the chi flowing. That the more you do these kinds of breathing exercises, you start to feel this energy flow through your body, which requires that you manage that and you keep yourself from being pulled in one direction or the other. So the next one now is a similar arm movement, but we do it with the loose fist. So you have space and your thumb is wrapped around your fingers, not poking out. These are from martial arts, and if you had your thumb poking out, it's quite dangerous. So the thumbs are in. And again, Centering your feet on the four corners. The toes are wide and relaxed. And there's a tendency when you lift your arms that you want to bend backward. Don't do that. Keep your weight here so that your back stays long. And breathe into your dantian. We'll do 8 of these. Keep the shoulders down. That's 5. Seven. 8. So the last one is heaven and earth. One hand goes towards earth, one hand goes up towards heaven. You're pushing through the centers of your hand. So begin like this, and we'll do 4 on each side. So the fingers are facing forward, the elbow is back, and this one, elbow is out to the side. So you breathe in, and then you breathe out. So breathe in first, breathe out, breathe in. Push with the heels, the palms of the hands. Keep the spine straight. You'll feel the abdomen get a little tonified, a little contracted. That's good. Change the directions. So you can do as many repetitions as you like. It's good to choose a number before so that you stay with the form. Now we'll end with 3 standing meditation poses. 2 of them are done on one leg and the other is done on 2 legs. So they're also about balance. If you find you lose your balance, just come back to it and get back in. So the first one is golden cock, stands on one leg. You have the leg you're going to stand on, the toes are wide. You sink down into that. And here, as you sink down, you don't want to stick your butt out, right? Or tuck it way under, like that. But that you can even feel with your hand that you just keep the nice curve of your back, a natural curve. I'm not going to stand this way or this way, right? Just a natural curve. So I'll sit down on that, bending at the hip, at the knee and the ankle. And then I'm going to lift the other leg and lift the knee. And I'm going to balance and breathe for 5 breaths into the dantian. My front foot is relaxed. My and slowly come down, place that foot. You're going to switch to the other side for 5 breaths, looking to find the most relaxed sensation that you can have in this pose. The next pose is stork spreads its wings. So the wings are your arms, they'll be a little bit wider. The pose is 70-30, so 70% of your weight is on the back leg sitting, and 30 or less, it could be 80-20 also, is on the foot. The toes are open and spread so you're not clenching your toes. So we'll begin by standing and then we'll go into the pose and we'll do 5 breaths. Thinking of your breathing in the dantian, and the arms are out but they're relaxed, your shoulders are down, they're not up around your ears. 5 breaths. Switching to the other leg, spreading the wings, stork spreads its wings. So beginning with 5 breaths, and then it's good to increase and move up the number of breaths that you can comfortably hold the pose, or it's not so comfortable sometimes. But you go up to 20, 50, 100 breaths. The next pose is called post stance, and it's done with 2 feet. So your feet are just, so say this is hip width, they're just slightly wider than hip width. The feet are pointing straight ahead, not turned out. Your knees are bent so that the knees go straight over the toes. You're not knock-kneed or too far out. The weight is on all 4 corners of the feet. Again, you're checking what you're doing with your back, so your lower back is aligned. Then you bring your arms up as if you're hugging a tree. Right? And then as you go through this, you can check your shoulders, relax your shoulders, and make sure your arms are dripping down the knees. You'll feel all kinds of work going around the thighs. We'll hold this one for 10 breaths. I like to hold it for 50 to 100 breaths when I practice, but 10 breaths for now will be fine. So we'll begin bending your knees. And now you can really feel the work of breathing into the dantian, right? You'll feel that something has to release down there to allow you to breathe into the lower parts of the belly. Bring your attention to your whole body. The head is comfortable. The spine is aligned. The weight is on the corners of the feet. The shoulders are relaxed. And then when you've done the number of breaths that you like, you just bring your hands back, bring your feet together, gather up all of the energy that you've made to be used becoming healthier. Thank you.